Hello, hello. What's up? This is Ntume Delimos again, coming live again. Uh, well, I own a business. I own my own website, and I would like you to check it out. It's called www.messengertravel.com, and I just wanted to give you a brief overview about the business. The business opportunity is phenomenal, and this is the more serious video, by the way. And you can visit me online. Just check out the business opportunity. You can go to a company presentation, and then also you can click on book travel to actually see what are the products and the vendors that we offer. It's a phenomenal business opportunity. Just think about this: you're able to actually travel and get paid to do it. You would have your own website, and then when you book travel from your own website, or anybody comes to your website to book travel, you would get 60% commissions. Not only that, you would also have an opportunity to actually leverage your business through other people, and you will also make commissions from that. Not only that, but you can actually have a chance to have a life insurance policy, and not only that, but also health insurance, and actually create a substantial income for yourself to be able to eventually get to financial independence, which is the goal that we all need. I was reading this book called How to Be Rich, or How to Be More Rich, by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. And it's a very important book because it actually teaches you about financial education, but not just financial education. It actually teaches you what's actually happening in the world today, and it shows you that, the gap between the rich people and the middle class is getting wider and wider and wider. And, America is in a lot of debt, so it would be good if you actually use the talents that you have, or use the goals and the dreams that you have to actually be financially independent. And not just money, but to actually live a better quality of life. Because if you haven't noticed, a lot of the jobs that we have today here in America are getting exported, imported or exported, are getting outsourced to other countries. And the reason that's happening is because those developing countries are now becoming, they're starting to become more industrialized. So a lot of the jobs that you have here, the companies, they don't really want to keep those jobs here because it's cheaper for them to move those jobs overseas. And then at the same time, they will be able to keep more of their income. They'll be able to have more money for themselves, more revenue, more profit in any business transaction that they do. And not only that, so that, those are just a few things that you should be aware of, and in the future, maybe in America is also, in the future, about, maybe about 10, 5, 10 years, America is not going to be the same way it is now. A lot of people, are going to be in financial debt because America itself is one of the countries that has the largest debt to the rest of the world. A lot of foreign countries are owners of the debt that America has. So you have to kind of, look at, what's going on in the world and where things are going. That's why a lot of people now are reaching for their goals. They're being optimistic about, starting businesses and getting things done. So you should look at that also, and I would advise you to take a look at my website. My website is www.messengertravel.com, and just take a look at our business opportunity. If that's not something you want to do, then look for something that makes you happy and that you would do it, part-time, and then eventually you can get, build it up enough where you don't have to work at your job anymore. Because, 401k, that's not for the average person who works. A 401k was originally created for somebody who's like a top executive, like a CEO, and it will benefit them, So you got to kind of look at it from that standpoint and see where you really are going, what kind of goals you have, and see if they line up with today's reality, and do what you can to actually reach those goals. Another thing about having your own business is that, your own online home-based business, is that you won't have to have overhead. You won't have to worry about employees. You can do this from your home if you're like a single mother, or if you're a retired, baby boomer, or, just somebody who doesn't have the ability to work in an environment like most people do. You can do this from your own home. Not only that, you have tax advantages, such as, if you work for an employee right now, you get a W-2, and those taxes come up front. Now, if you worked for somebody if you had your own your own home-based business, you wouldn't get the W-2, you would get a 1099. And that 1099, it's much better for you because you get to keep most of your money. You only pay your taxes after you've paid all your taxes, or after you paid all your expenses and everything like that. So once you pay all your expenses and you take care of your business, then you pay the taxes to the government. And they did that specifically because they realized that you're providing a service, so you have to keep most of your money. You have overhead, you have bills, you got employees, so you got to take care of all of that. But because we have a home-based business, you don't have to worry about all that other stuff, and we still get to keep the 1099 form, so which is beneficial to us. Because the people who created these tax laws, you got to realize that they were business owners and government officials. So they didn't want to pay taxes up front like everybody else did who works for them. They want you to pay your taxes first so that they can get paid, and then keep most of their money and then pay their taxes. So you just got to kind of look at things like that. And it's just beneficial to you. I would seriously ask you to take a look at that opportunity. I'm not begging you. I'm not trying to sell something to you. It's just the fact that, people are going for their goals. Why shouldn't you? If you're going to travel anyway, why shouldn't you get paid to do it anyway? So that's just, a thought. Make sure you check out my website, and, just make communication. I have my email on there. Contact me. You don't have to join my business, but it's an awesome opportunity. Thanks, and I'll talk to you a lot later. Bye. God bless.